Hey guys, it's Angie, and I'm going to do this tag game. I think it's getting to know you better, maybe. Um, Alrighty. The questions are, they're above my camera. Have you ever been in jail? I have been to jail to visit people. I have never been arrested, and I don't ever want to go to jail. Have you ever been brave enough to tell someone the truth knowing it would hurt them? That, yes, I have. It was a best friend of mine that I've known since I was in kindergarten who had a drug problem. And she did not talk to me for over a year and a half. But we've picked back up to where we left off, and she thanked me. So that is what came out of that. My phone won't stop. Have you ever thought about being with the same sex? Question number 3. Um, I thought about it and I acted on it, and actually I acted on it 3 times, but it's not my deal. I like a man. Um, have I ever been in a fight? Yes, I have been in a fight. And if you can see, my pinky is crooked. Wait, my pinky is crooked. You can see where it's crooked. Um, it was actually at a 90-degree angle whenever I did it, but I didn't feel it because my adrenaline was rushing, and it hurt like a bitch the next day. Have I ever accomplished something that I thought was so hard I never thought I would have, and what was it? Um, I guess that would be having my kids. Um, I never thought that I would be a parent. Um, I love my kids, and every day it gets better and better with my kids. So, and I guess that also goes about my relationships. I'm not gonna let someone walk all over me and make me put my kids on the back burner ever. And I think that I proved that with my last marriage. That I don't care if we're together for 2 months. My kids come first, not you. Um, what else? Uh, been told you're fat and just to move on. Actually, I have been told I was fat. The only time that I remember that was told that I was fat was back in the 3rd grade, and he didn't actually tell me. We were at a dance, and my best friend at the time knew that I had a crush on him, and he had a crush on me, but he didn't want to be embarrassed by dancing with me. So he told Erica that he would like to dance with me, but I was too fat and he didn't want to get made fun of. So, yeah, that crushed me because she told me. She didn't have to tell me that, but she did. So, um, to move on? No, never been told to move on. Have I ever shoplifted? Um, one time whenever I think I was 9, I stole a pack of gum, and my family knows cops everywhere. So, guess where Angie got to go? Angie got to go talk to the cops. So, I learned my lesson from that, and I never did it again after that. And that goes for my girl, too. Um, she stole, I think it was a candy bar, but she really didn't mean to do it. She just didn't put it up on the counter and walked out with it. But we ended up taking her over to my old landlord's house, and he's a deputy sheriff, and he pretty much scared the shit out of her. Let's see, number 8, been in love with 2 people at the same time. No, I've never been in love with 2 people at the same time. I have been in lust while I was in love with somebody, um, but never in love with 2 people at the same time. I don't think that you can do that. Well, at least I know I can't do that. Wished you were a stripper if you had a hot body. I have a hot body. Do I wish I was a stripper with a body? No. Like Gary said, there's some private strip shows that go on, but never in the public. Have I ever had an obsession that was so hard to give up and got out of control? I don't really know that it's an obsession, but more of an addiction. I didn't think I was really going to share this on here, but a few weekends ago, I pretty much drank myself to the point that my blood alcohol level was toxic. And Tommy and Melanie know about it, and now everyone else is going to know about it. So I am sharing this. I drank myself. I drank so much that my blood alcohol level was 3.72, I think, the first time that they tested it, which was about an hour after I got to the hospital. So it was probably higher than that. On a breathalyzer test, that would be 0.37, I think, and from the scales that I had looked online. So they ended up, I was at the bar, and I'd went out to a different bar before, and I drank there with friends, and then I left, and I went and got a bottle of Absolute, a pint. I downed that, and then I went to the other bar where I was just there with a couple of acquaintances that I have. Not friends, because, you know, my friends sure as hell wouldn't have let me drink that much. But they kept getting me shots. They didn't know how much I had drank before. So that's what got out of control for me. And I mean, I've done drugs before and they've gotten out of control, but the drugs stopped whenever I had my girls. Now it is just an issue. I don't need the alcohol all the time, but it's like whenever, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I was really bad drinking from the time my mother died whenever I was 14 until I was actually 20 whenever I got pregnant with Sierra. So, I mean, I got out my drinking then, and it's like not an all the time thing, but I will go overboard. So, I've got to get a handle on that, and I think I have. I haven't drank anything since that weekend. It was my wake up call, because I did flatline. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. I don't remember anything from like midnight, maybe even 11 until 3 o'clock on Sunday. And then they released me from the hospital on that Sunday at 6 p.m. But they wanted to admit me to the hospital, but that wasn't going to happen. Okay, have I gone through a drive-thru and ordered a huge amount of food and pretended there was 4 more people and then drove around the corner and gorged yourself on? No, I have not done that. I do know a few people who have done that, and I never really ate a lot before, and it was just the wrong foods that I was eating. Currently, have you had a crush? Have or had a crush on one of your subscribers or someone you subscribe to? No, I might lust for some people because they're pretty hot, but having a crush, no. How do you feel when you go to a group event and barely know anyone? Question 13. I don't have a problem with going into a group event. I will approach people. I didn't used to do that whenever I was overweight, but now it is not a problem at all going in and meeting people at places I don't know. 14. Have you ever shopped at an adult store and how did it make you feel? Yes, I've shopped at an adult store. Actually, me and friends used to go all the time whenever there was nothing to do on the weekend. And that's what we went and did. We went to the porn store. So, yeah, how does it make me feel when I shop there? It makes me feel better after I get home. So, 15. Have you ever shared your opinion? Oh, have you ever not shared some opinion you have with the internet out of fear? because most people don't share the same view and will judge you for it. I'm opinionated. I've shared my views, and I just find it funny that people get so worked up over words, and especially whenever you're not even wanting to debate with people, and they just take it overboard. So I do it for laughs. What do you do for work, and how long have you done it? I actually do medical transcription at the house, and I have done it now for 2 years. Before that, before I transferred to the position I'm in now, I did medical coding for the hospital, and I did that for 5 years before. So, have I ever traveled overseas? No, I have not traveled overseas. My husbands have been overseas, but never me. Question 18. What things do you do today easier since you had your weight loss surgery? What things would you like to do once you reach your goal weight? I am at my goal weight now. Well, actually, I'm about 6 pounds over my goal weight. I'm up to 166 now. Everybody keeps telling me that this is where I need to be, that I look healthy at 166. So, I'm trying to keep it between 155 to 165, and that is my 10-pound floating range that I'm comfortable with. I did get down lower than that, and everybody was telling me that I looked sick. And looking back at some pictures, I think I did look sick. But anywho, what can I do easier now? Gosh, there are so many things that I can do easier now that I've had the weight loss surgery. I think the main thing for me would be being able to talk to the opposite sex and not embarrassed anymore. That's about it. I'm more outgoing. I can go out and play with my kids. I don't know. There's so much that I have been able to do since I've lost my weight. Like going to the gym. Whenever I was bigger, I didn't want to go to the gym. I just didn't want it. I was embarrassed, and I think the main thing that I've overcome, and that it's easier, is myself. So being me is easier. So, and then adding a question for the tag. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I can't think of a question. I should have thought of it before I did this video. But maybe, what are your goals in the next 5 years? No, that's retarded. I'm not even gonna say that. So, are you planning on getting married in the next year? If so, let me know. Keep my thumbs up. I doubt I'm going to ever again. Bye, guys.